Hello, children. You are welcome to the digital classes of Christ Church Convent Higher Secondary School, Gadarwara. This video is for class 12th. Subject is economics. Chapter number 5, government, budget and economy. So, what is the meaning of budget? Budget is the work of forecasting and estimating actually. And this means work of budgeting. It is done at every level. I mean, in houses, घर पे करना पड़ेगा, at shops, in an organization, and so as for the government. So, budgeting means forecasting, estimating the sources of revenues and the heads of expenditure. So there are two aspects of the budget. First, estimated revenue, and second, estimated expenditure. When we talk in terms of government budget, so these two aspects are important. And in India, the central budget is presented on the table of the parliament, where it is discussed and thereafter executed. Generally, it is presented on the last date of February every year by the Finance Minister of India. And it comes into enforcement, into force from the first day of April every year. It happens. So this is what called government budget. You can have a look of some definitions of government budget. This is an annual statement of expenditure and revenue to meet the expenditure, which is prepared by the public authorities, and it is usually covers at least two periods, the closing period and the period to come. So in short, it includes the statement of receipts and expenditure. So some proposals are made for the upcoming year, and it is done by the authority, central authority. Some committee is there. So the committee alone itself does not do it. It takes the help of different departments under it. Moreover, the government survey, investigations, and the work of microeconomics also help in making budget. So this is important question for you. Salient features, or you can say the characteristics of a budget. The first thing is, it is an annual financial action plan for the next financial year. Budget अगले साल के लिए बनता है, इस साल के लिए नहीं. Definitely it will be presented in monetary values. पैसे में होगा बजट किसी भी चीज़ का. क्या बजट है तुम्हारा, कितना खर्चा कर सकते हो, रुपया. When we talk about government budget, it is produced in the parliament by the finance minister, and an approval is required before its implementation, before coming into the force. This is a guideline of the development policy of the government. It indicates the viewpoint, strategy of the government regarding socio-economic development of the country, how government is going to work for the social welfare, for the economic development, etc. It's a work of estimation, as I said. So the figures are not actual ones, they are not real ones, because what is going to happen in future only can be estimated, means cannot be said 100% today itself. So it's a work of plans, estimations. This is an action plan for all government activities, all the agencies, all the departments of the government. It is presented at the end of February every year, but if there are some special circumstances, so it can be presented otherwise also, which is called supplementary budget. It is there in 10th point. Supplementary budget can also be presented as and when required. So supplementary budget means in case of any natural calamity or some other cases, some special cases, it can be presented in the parliament. Now have a look on the objectives of government budget. First point is reallocation and of financial resources. Government always has to take an initiative, it has to come forward to interfere free market economy. Free market economy normally means when it fails, so it cannot cherish socio-economic welfare. So government always adopts the policy of planned development, and this is foremost duty and responsibility of the government to build a sound socio-economic infrastructure, the social amenities, वही 5 चीज़ें, रोटी कपड़ा मकान शिक्षा स्वास्थ्य, ये सारी चीज़ें लोगों को मिलें, so that their standard of living can be improved and the object of self reliance या self sufficiency can be achieved. Second point, removal of inequality of income and wealth. For this, government levies higher tax to the persons who are earning high, means they are having more wealth, their capability of earning profits more, so that tax is levied on the rich class people and it is distributed among poor through different schemes and plans by the government, so that the upliftment can be done for the downtrodden people. The downtrodden means the weaker section of the society, it can be done. So they are given certain grants, subsidies and welfare schemes. Point number 3 is stabilization of price level. If dearness is high, then consumers and common public will suffer. So this is the principal liability of the government to stabilize the price level in country. If there are fluctuation in the prices of goods and services, so that will affect economy adversely, and through budget government can make an effective control over the price level. So this is the third objective of making government budget. Fourth, management of public enterprise. In private sectors, where you go First you need to pay money, then things will work out. But government runs many public enterprises, including schools, government hospitals, some NGOs, railways, post and telegraph, electricity department, defense, law and order. So all these enterprises are working for the betterment and for the welfare of public. So their remuneration has to be paid, facilities have to be improved. So कहाँ से आएगा इन सब के लिए पैसा? So through budget, government decides from which sources the revenue collection will be done and where to spend. Point number 5 is expansion of employment opportunities. Until and unless the living standard of means poor people is raised and poverty is abolished, the aim of gaining the highest national income or GDP or per capita income cannot be achieved. So especially for the rural areas, government makes some schemes and plans so that not only for the rural ones, for the urban ones also, different schemes and infrastructure work are done by the government to give them employment for this. Job cards, you might have studied in 10th standard, are made and they are given a guarantee of 100 days work. 100 दिन का काम मिलेगा. नरेगा मनरेगा जैसी कुछ योजना सरकार चलाती रहती है और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वर्क करवाती है. रोड बनवा रही है तो वहाँ पर आप अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करा लो, आपको रोज़गार मिलता रहेगा. इस प्रकार से एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्रिएशन करने का काम उसका है. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज़ रिमूवल ऑफ रीजनल डिस्पैरिटी. Regional disparity in the sense some states are very rich and prosperous because of their geographical locations. If they are nearby the coastal line, so the trade and the businesses, so it nourish flowly. The nourishment of all these is in a flow. But the villages or the states, so due to their geographical location, they cannot make progress. Lack of natural resources and geographical locations like plateaus and mountains, etc. So that regional imbalance can be removed through budget by reallocating more finance aids by the government. Then we can come to the importance of government budget. So you have to write it in points. It represents an important tool for fiscal policy of the government so that growth and stability can be achieved. It estimates how the resources will be used for economic planning. Moreover, it ensures that proper management can be done and allocation of natural resources can be done efficiently. This is a tool for social and economic development, and it brings efficiency in financial administration, stops the misuse and wastage of natural resource, human resource. This is only the financial base for the planned economic development of the nation. And This is that ground or base on which the national economic development and economic growth can be measured. So it is very important question for you, and it comes for 4 marks, and you have to write at least 6 points of it. So learn it well. Thank you.